So Amy, thank you so much for joining me on the BA podcast. And first, this is the first encounter we're having right here. So
Yes.
I would love to get to know you more, know what you do, kind of sort of where you come from. And we're here in Texas. Are you from Texas? I don't know. We'll see.
Yes, I'm from Texas.
You're from Texas.
I
Look at
am.
that. Where from?
Yes. A little town called Mount Pleasant,
Mount Pleasant.
out in East Texas in the country. So I had to get to Dallas quick.
Nice, nice. So, Amy, what is your full name?
Amy Varley.
All right, nice. So tell us what you do.
Okay, so I work in the holistic wellness space. I have worked with the best holistic doctors in the world, bringing products and their services to the community. So my passion and what I'm currently working on is hopefully bringing an app to the market that has all of these amazing doctors as a resource. There's not really a directory where you can find these people. There's people that are doing things that are outside of the norm, where you don't have to stay on medication, you don't have to accept a diagnosis. And there's all these hidden gems all over the place. And they also have products that are natural, so you don't have to take medication. And so I worked a lot in the hydrogen space with those doctors, and I just want to bring that value to the market.
A little bit like a curator of those experts into one place so that people can, I don't want to say shop around, but kind of like find them.
Yeah, I kind of have testimonials of people that have had really amazing success stories with that. Also incredible stories with products that have been life-changing for them in just a natural way. So
nice. Where do you find these people? By curiosity.
So I got introduced to a really amazing doctor, and through him I kind of got led to all these holistic conferences. He introduced me to some of the best doctors in the world. When they're that good, they're really, really busy, and there's long waits for them. They usually have spider webs of doctors all around the country, and they're doing really fabulous things that people don't know about. It was really enlightening just to get to see what they were doing for people. Just completely transforming people's lives, helping them get healthy when other doctors couldn't figure it out. And so there's just not a place where you can really find that. So I really wanted to create a space where you could go research and hear from other people that had an experience with them. So I sent a lot of people to this doctor. I became the #1 referring person in his practice, and so through that he introduced me to all his best contacts, and so I've been able to connect different people that didn't have answers or solutions to these doctors, and I just really wanted to bring that to the community so that they could have the same resources that I've been exposed to.
Nice. So do you have any example of success stories? Again, we got to be mindful that I'm not sure exactly about the legalities and all the stuff,
Right.
so I don't know if I need to put a disclaimer at this point or not. I don't know. I don't want to be tagged with something that is not. So let's say this is not. You're not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. We're just chit-chatting.
Right.
We're just talking about facts and individuals that had successes, and we're going to carry on the conversation like this.
Yeah.
So for entertainment purposes, what kind of success stories? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, so you're exactly right, because a lot of the natural doctors can't make medical claims, and so you do have to be really careful with that information. You can't say like they healed something, maybe even if they did, but I have people that maybe couldn't get answers from specialists all over the world, and then these holistic doctors are figuring it out in a couple of appointments and, transforming their health in a natural way. And I have many stories. Like I have a lady from my church. Her daughter was having lots of issues, sleeping all the time. They couldn't figure it out, and he was able to help her in a couple of appointments.
Nice. So we can see this is issues that are wellness all the way to health related. And some people, like, it's interesting, we cannot say that they were healed or cured or whatever. However, we can say the problems they had, and then, they were helped. Let's put it like very nebulous. I know Stan will listen to this conversation and we'll figure out if we're going to air it exactly like that.
Yes.
Or we're going to use AI to change my voice and change what I'm saying. However, like what kind of issues some people have? So we see here somebody that has multiple issues that could not sleep, but what else?
So there's actually a few people in the BA community that have actually gone to see this doctor, some of their wives also. I had a lady that had issues with her eyes, and that got fixed. I had people dealing with emotional stuff. A lot of times we hold emotion trauma in our body, and it manifests physically, so they got a lot of help in that way. Adrenal issues.
I'm a big believer of that. I don't know if you're familiar with the book, The Body Keeps the Score. It's a fascinating book that kind of explains the consequence of trauma on the long-term health and all this.
Yeah.
And we can see like it wrecks literally, physically the body to not deal with it. And there's
Yes.
many ways of handling it. You can, like in his book, I forgot his name, Van der Kloek, whatever his name is. I think his name is more complicated than mine. I feel. He talks about various ways from medication to hypnosis to other wellness ways to breathing methods, and so there's many ways to address the trauma that
Yes.
helps. So I'm glad that that is brought up, because it's something that is it messes up your life if you don't deal with it.
Absolutely, yeah. And so a lot of people in this community, they're working hard, making money, and sometimes health gets put on the back burner. And like I remember one thing that the doctor said to me that stood out was that he has these famous people on his table saying, "I give all the money back to have my health back." And so I've been introduced to things that can help prevent stuff, that can help keep your body in good shape, and then also the resources that if you need them, they're available. So I think it's just really important to make that available for people to know that what's out there.
How far are you in the process of creating this app or creating this platform where people can have access or find these individuals? Would that be like some sort of search engine where they put like the concerns they have, and maybe somebody that like specializes in it, or was that?
Yeah.
What does it
So
look
what
like?
so what we were looking at doing is having a space where it was like testimonials from people on these certain doctors, having the doctors highlighted maybe once a week, once a month. We highlight a doctor or a product, or you could search by location. And so we're just compiling all the information. We have a whole business plan for that. Currently, it's been referral based. And so I've been basically just doing it that way. And so I think taking it on a platform where more people can have access to it is really what we want to accomplish. So this is new. We're just kind of getting started with it, but we're excited to be able to bring it to the marketplace. So
I mean, there's an incredible wealth of knowledge and experience in
Yes.
so many aspects of life and business. So certainly you're going to find, the guidance to find that.
yes.
When it comes to all this you're talking about, what is your expectation, or what you're looking forward to, or what do you need, what do you look at to get from BA? Because BA again has hundreds of members, and it's a mastermind community that is vertical or industry agnostic. So there's a little bit of everything. And so is there something specific that you're looking forward to encountering?
Yeah, I really think that my word for this year is collaborate. I just really want to collaborate with amazing people that have gifts that I don't have, and that can execute on pieces that I don't know a lot about. I feel like where my gift is connections, all the resources, all the stories, all the people, and just finding the resources within this community to bring it all together.
All right, awesome. Well, Amy, we're looking forward to seeing how it evolves, because this is the beginning, and then every quarter we're going to get updates, and looking forward to see where it goes. There's a huge need, and it's interesting the times we live in, because with the President Trump and RFK Jr. and the way the things are, there's an encouragement to look at other solutions
Yes.
rather than just big pharma, big medication, and numb your brain. So there's other ways to deal with things. Certainly there's a place for medication, there's a place for everything,
Right.
but it's good that maybe the stigma, so you don't feel like you're cuckoo or strange because you go see a holistic practitioner.
Absolutely.
I think this is a good direction. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Amy.
you so much for having me.